Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for John Collins.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Reed is out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, the pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. And it's Bogdanovic in at the small forward. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. Edwards with the block. Here's DiVincenzo. The three-pointer, no good. Bogdanovic against McDaniel. Harden outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
The patience and skill to know exactly how much time he's working with. James Harden, nicely done.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, McDaniels drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Done outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. DiVincenzo against Harden. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Harden, no good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Outside, Reed. Down low, Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
First free throw is good. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
And Edwards drops them both. And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it? Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubac's a tough cover in close.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And he knocks down the first one.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. Done outside. Here's Zubac, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Out to the right wing. Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. And yep, another basket.
And for this franchise, he's now tied the record for most points in a single season.
That tells you all you need to know about him offensively. He is ultra savvy and ultra skilled. DiVincenzo against Harden. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Lets it go with a 3. Harden grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Now DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Edwards against Dunn. Edwards no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating. That game was not their friend.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Los Angeles. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Connects from three-point range.
Well, we know DiVincenzo loves to shoot the long ball. The defense, you've got to be there to contest.
At the Dunn. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Clippers have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Zubac, a screen on DiVincenzo. Harden with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. A 3 from Bogdanovich. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And he makes the first. Well, the playoffs are quickly approaching. We love this time of year. Doris, it is the best time of the season.
Oh, Oh, Kevin, there is no doubt, because we start to get the best basketball of the season. The stakes are high. You walk into an arena and you feel the intensity immediately.
And Gobert drops them both. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Now, here's Dunn. No scoring in this one.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Pass to Edwards. Over Dunn. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's hear it, fans. Time to get loud for your Clippers Breakers.
Brownie's checked in for the Clippers. Chris Paul comes in for Chris Dunn. Minnesota also making some changes. Shannon's checked in, and Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to New York.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one, but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Picked by Reed. Near the three-point line. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick and roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
Free throw good, James Harden. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Endures for the Timberwolves 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Now here is Conley. Nothing on the board. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Shannon. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Lopez sets a screen for Paul. And they'll get another chance. Harden outside. Over Dillingham. Harden's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shannon, no good.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Harden left side. Paul outside. Lets it go from deep, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue is going with. Miller is out there with Paul. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Jarrett Jones. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Yep, that one goes.
How about that slick little move from CP3 to get the score inside?
Here's Dillingham. Still yet to score. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Paul with the screen for Miller. Back to Paul for the 3. The shot, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They set the pick. Here's Shannon. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers shooting a meager 37% for the game. Paul passes to Lopez. The kick out to Brown. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Has them bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Paul left side. Back to Miller. Got a piece of it. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. And Los Angeles with some changes. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Brown. Chris Dunn comes in for Miller. And it's James Harden in for Paul. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So a moment now to see the story for Rudy Gobert.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Dunn, wide open, he fires, drains it from beyond the arc. Dunn's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. McDaniels outside. Shoots, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Bogdanovich against Edwards. Here's Harden. Aggressive finish by Harden.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Edwards got 8 points.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Harden outside, launches from deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
Clippers trail by 4. Harden the pass to Jones. Back to Harden. Launches it. Another miss by Harden. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up, but I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Dunn outside. Shoots over McDaniel. Los Angeles with another miss. And Doris, we're early on in Chris Dunn's career, but is it fair to say many wondered if it might be short-lived?
Oh, there's no doubt, Kevin. Remember, this guy was at one point the 5th pick in the league, and there were questions about the offensive end of the floor. But give Chris credit. His defense has carved out minutes for him, and he's worked diligently to become a better offensive player.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Clipper fans, it's time to get hot for the hoop. It's time to get up and get loud. Here's your hoop.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Lopez. And Collins subbed in for Derek Jones. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Naz Reid in for Mike Conley. Clippers trail by 6. Dunn outside. Now, here's Zubac. 11 points for him in that last game against New York.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
DiVincenzo against Harden. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. How's the last month of basketball been for him? And he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now, here's Reed. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Here is Harden. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. And stolen by Dunn. Outside Bogdanovich. Stolen by McDaniel. Pass to DiVincenzo. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Edwards, that's good.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
All right, fans, it's dance cam time. Get ready to dance. You know, like everyone's watching. You are on the big screen. Next dancer. Look at those moves.
Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Second, Ivica Zubac.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Clippers moving the ball around. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Shot from 12. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition. Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Reed against Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Edwards can't hit. Clippers trail by 14. And Bogdanovich kicks to Harden. 1:06 left in the first half. inside.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Dunn passes to Harden. Bogdanovich sets the pick for Harden. Drills the baseline jumper. Harden's got 14.
Well, if it's James Harden taking the mid-range, I'm fine with it. This guy is a 3-level scorer par excellence.
Reed with a screen on Harden. Inside. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Kicks it out to Collins. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 5 points in the game.
Well, a big man with considerable range, folks. John Collins has to be respected beyond the arc.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. Give it up for the participant.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
There's impressive talent in this class, and the top dogs are battling.
Each guy wants this award bad, and you know they're going to be talking trash to one another all season long.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
He just keeps getting better, and that's bad news for the league.
Yeah, for Ant-Man, the sky's the limit. No other guard has his combination of power and speed, and that leads to some filthy highlights. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Minnesota leading by 9. So on the floor for Minnesota, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Gobert in at the center position. Now here's McDaniel. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Shot ready off the catch, Dante DiVincenzo with a jumper.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
The passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Oh, here's Edwards. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Harden kicks to Bogdanovich. Collins, a screen on McDaniels. Bogdanovich looking around to the paint and finished off by Collins.
Well, such an intelligent basketball player, John Collins knows how to get himself a look out of pick and roll action.
Done against Edwards. Knocked away and stolen by Dunn. And finished off by Collins.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Clippers trail by 9. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
What a bonus when Jaden McDaniels is humming a little bit on the offensive end.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Chance. How about the numbers for Gobert? 9th in blocks, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Here's Collins. 9 points in the game so far. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. A three from Bogdanovich. Trains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Harden against DiVincenzo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bogdanovich, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Pass to Zubac. Harden sets the pick for Zubac. A three from Bogdanovich. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And please give a big round of applause for the Clipper Youth team.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. We take a look at the Timberwolves. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, and they're down 4 spots from them.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
A three for DiVincenzo. Traps in the tray. DiVincenzo's got 12.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 14. Off target with his 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, Dante DiVincenzo's not a guy you want to allow to catch his rhythm. We have seen this young man work, and he can be a problem.
Bogdanovich against McDaniel. And the layup's good off the glass. McDaniel's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And this Clippers team, G.A., hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching. And with Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
And the Clippers making a change here. Paul's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Paul missing.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
DiVincenzo, that's in there. Conley with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for L.A. It's a 16-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game, and that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. So off the run, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Conley. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now, here's Bogdanovich. 8 points for him. Back to Paul. Got it. Good job in the low post.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Conley surveying the D. Reed with a screen for Conley. Some solid D from Paul. Clippers trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dunn passes to Collins. Reed against Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, how about that touch on the roll by Zubac? Nice finish.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. Here is Conley. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break.
2 minutes remaining.
Collins passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Pass to Gobert. And here is Conley. And No good. The dry spell continuing for him. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Reed. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And here we go. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Zubac, a screen on McDaniel. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Outside Conley. Pass to Reed from outside the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Now here's Paul. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Brown comes in for Bogdanovich. And James Harden subbed in for Dunn. On the free throw, no good.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
Harden against Edwards. Over in the corner, Brown. From past the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing. Keep getting shots. That's all right. They block a couple shots with the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. They're going to come back in one possession. Got to keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves.
Kevin, he wants his guys to just slow down a bit out there. Good message from Coach Lue.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Harden. Brook Lopez is out there with Jones. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Shannon. No good with the triple.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Paul outside. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Paul. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Paul against Conley. Pass to Berenger. Here's Shannon. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 13 to the middle. Here's Jones. Sweet move. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jones has got his first points of the night.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Now Harden, over by Conley. Harden draws the double. Jones, the pass to Paul. Brown sets a screen for Paul. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 11. Outside Conley. Out to Edwards. Pass to Berenger. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. And here is Paul. Edwards defending. Lopez right side. Shoots from the elbow. Minnesota with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Edwards passes to Ingles. It's stolen by Jones. For the finish, Harden gets all the way to the rim.
Derek Jones Jr. gets that all started. We are so accustomed to this guy making defensive plays.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. The Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Conley against Paul. Pass to Shannon. 6 to shoot. Trying to end the drought. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Now here's Jones. Now here's Harden. Jones with the screen on Edwards. Jones sends it home.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Edwards with it, guarded by Harden. Right side, Edwards. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Conley, defended by Paul. Conley's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From deep. Harden's shot is off. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Stellar rim protection. Derek Jones Jr. making a difference.
Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 7. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and taken away by Brown. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. A different look for the Clippers. Collins checked in for Jones. Bogdanovich comes in for Brown. And it's done in for Chris Paul. Collins against Reed. Harden looking it over. Shoots over DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. Zubac kicks to Bogdanovich. Collins, a screen on McDaniel. Bogdanovich, and finished off by Collins.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Another miss by Minnesota. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've got a 10-0 run going. Bogdanovich dishes to Harden. Five on the clock. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. A three for DiVincenzo. The shot, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Dunn kicks to Harden. Collins, a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Harden for three. Again, the miss by Harden.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Collins, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's DiVincenzo. Pocket 6. From the high post. Shoots the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Los Angeles. It's been 10 unanswered points. Harden outside. It's Bogdanovich. The 3 is off. On against Edwards. Outside, Gobert. Edwards against Dunn. Here's DiVincenzo. And he does not hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Now Zubac. Now Harden. Reed with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Reed. Shoots the 3. And there's the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Harden against DiVincenzo. Fires the three. Gobert there for the rebound.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Now Edwards. Can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 8. Zubac's a screen on DiVincenzo. Harden. The putback hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
Boy, that's a big-time finish at the critical moment. Zubac with a clutch shot.
Tipped away. Done with it. Picked up by Edwards.
It's a big-time bucket. Chris Dunn doing work.
Minnesota with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
John Paul, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's DiVincenzo. Now it's Reed. The long shot, no good. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Here's Zubac. Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Outside Edwards. Good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Anthony Edwards at the foul line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And the Clippers call time here. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Beyond the arc. Reed with the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul.
John Paul, second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Dante DiVincenzo, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Harden! And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, but the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Dante DiVincenzo.